Alright guys, so this is going to be a spontaneous declutter. It is that time of the year when I get the itch to do some spring cleaning. You know, it's the springtime, you clean up, renew, refresh. And I know I did a declutter towards the end of last year as an end of year clean out, but this time around I am tackling foundations. I recently picked up some new foundations that I have fallen in love with. And I realized that my taste in makeup, especially complexion, has changed quite a bit. And it was time to do a declutter. So that is what we're doing in this video today. So if you're joining me once again, thank you so much for coming back. But if you're new and maybe you like what you see, please consider subscribing. My name is Tina and we have tons of fun here on this channel talking about makeup and all things beauty. And like I said, we are decluttering foundations today. And I don't do like big declutters all the time, but this time around I told myself we're really digging our heels in, getting our hands dirty, and really being cutthroat because I need to weed my collection down significantly. And I'm not using the foundations anyway, and they go bad because they're mostly liquid foundations. So let's cut this foundation collection in at least half. At least that's what I'm telling myself. And you will see at the end just how many I get rid of. But without much further ado, let's go ahead and count up my collection. And then we're gonna be really vicious about the declutter because like I said, I don't need to hold on to most of these foundations. So let's get right into it. That's right, you saw the count. We have 53 foundations to go through, and as you can see, some of them are still in boxes because I haven't even tried them out yet. And I have some older ones in my collection that I think I can definitely weed out. And as I alluded to, I am trying to be very brutal in this declutter because some of these foundations just don't work for me. They need to go. I don't need to have this many foundations in my collection at all. So I'm going to approach this a little bit differently. I'm going to put the must-haves in one row, the maybes in another, and the definite no's declutter in another row. So we're gonna have 3 different categories. And for now, I think we're gonna move the new foundations into the maybe pile. So I'm just gonna put these to the side and we'll come back to them at the end because I don't know what we're gonna do with those. If we're gonna just pass them on since they're brand new, or if I'm going to keep them, we're going to decide right out the gate. So as I said, we're going to move these in piles and we're gonna try to do this pretty quickly. I feel like if I think too much about it, then I'm going to hold on to things that I shouldn't be holding on to. So let's go with foundations that are must-haves. I'm definitely keeping, no questions asked. The It Cosmetics Do It All. This is a new balm foundation. I just picked this up and I absolutely love it. So that's in the must-keep pile. Then we have the Rare Beauty. That's also new, so I'm keeping that one because, again, I just tried it out. My Lisa Eldridge Skin Tint. Definitely love this guy as well. So that's in the must-keep pile. Another must-have is the Makeup by Mario foundation. That's newer to my collection as well. This is the new formulation that works very well for my oily skin. So must-have. The MPH foundation is also new, so I'm keeping that one because it's new and I also really, really like it. And since we're here, I think I'm gonna do the maybe pile and then start weeding out things from there. So the MAC Studio Fix Everywhere All Over Face Pen. I don't know what the deal is with that. It's just a weird foundation. The CoverGirl Simply Ageless Skin Perfector Essence. This was a viral foundation. It's a dupe of a Chanel foundation and I bought it for review. I didn't actually want it, so it's maybe going to get kicked out of the pile. The Smashbox Halo Healthy Glow All-in-One Tinted Moisturizer, that was sent to me in PR. I don't know if I care about that foundation enough to keep it, so that's gonna go in the maybes. Let's look at the Sephora foundations. These are gonna be maybes, but we're gonna move one of those into the get rid of, or maybe both. We don't know yet because I feel like my older one is separating. I'm also going to weed out old foundations that have definitely gone bad. The YSL All Hours looks like it's going bad. I do like the CoverGirl Blurring Skin Tint. I'm going to keep that in the middle. Let me move these over a bit. Oh, I'm making a mess. This is in the middle. These are the must-haves. I feel like in the middle, I'm going to put the ones that I'm definitely considering keeping. So the Lawless Forget the Filler. This is a great foundation. We have to test that one out. The Makeup Forever, I think, can go in the that's probably gonna go pile. The Yummy Skin from Danessa Myricks is my maybe. My Melt Makeup Hydra Boost Skin Tint, that's going in the maybe. The Makeup Forever one, though, I'm gonna put in the may discard. Also, the Hourglass Hydrating Skin Tint, that's the Veil, that's their version of a skin tint. The Amico Lay one, Amico Lay is out of business now, so I think we can put that in the almost ready to go. Can we zoom out a bit? Let me back up so you can get a better view of what's going on. All right, I think that's a little bit better now. The Fenty Beauty, I actually did like this one. This is the newer foundation, the Pro Filter. I'm gonna put that there in the maybe pile. My Always On from Smashbox. This one is a good one. It's gonna go in my maybes. And then, oh, my Urban Decays. These are almost definite. So put them in the maybe. We're gonna test them out. The Juvia's Place and the NYX Blur. We're gonna put them in the maybe getting rid of pile. Make some room. The Easy Blur from Huda, I didn't love that as much, so maybe getting rid of. The Gucci Fluid de Beauté, that's older. We're gonna put that in the maybe discarded pile. My Fenty are in the definitely maybe. We have to test those out. Can we move these definites over a bit? Okay. The One Size is a definite maybe kicking out. So is the Guerlain because it's a very bad skin match. The Dior foundations, I'm gonna put them in the maybe, but they may be kicked out as well because they're older. My Supergoop, this is a tinted sunscreen, but it's also like just a skin tint. I don't really look at tinted sunscreens as sunscreens. I put them in the skin tint category because that's how I wear them. I don't wear them as SPFs. The About Face, maybe. The Chanel Sublimage is expensive as hell, and it's newer, and it's a decent little foundation. But let's put that in the maybe as well. I have to think about it. The other Gucci, this is the natural matte one. Let's put that in the maybe kicked out. The Surat, oh my god, I haven't tried this yet. It was sent to me, or did I buy it? I don't remember. Maybe kicked out. The Ultra Le Tint from Chanel, that's maybe kicked out because it's old. The Valentino, I don't know that I love that, and it's separating. Then we have Patrick Ta in the maybe, Givenchy in the maybe, and then the Estee Lauder Double Wear. That's the maximum wear. This one is in my maybes. All right, so let's move these piles around. Oh, we have one more. The Best Skin Days Iris and Romeo. This is another skin tint with SPF. We're gonna put that in the maybes. All right, let me organize things a little bit. We're gonna put the definites to the back because those are definite keepers. We're gonna move the questionable ones also to the back and then deal with the maybes in the middle here. All right, let's look at these maybes. What are we thinking? I'm thinking the Yummy Skin Tint may be a keeper. Let's swatch it. because I did like this skin tint, and oh yeah, and that's a great skin tone match. All right, this is a keeper. I just prefer wearing lightweight foundations now in skin tints, so we're gonna keep the Danessa Myricks. The Milk Makeup, let's see. This is shade 10. See, I also like this skin tint, and it's lightweight, and it actually hangs around quite a bit. So we're gonna keep the Milk Makeup as well. Let's stick with the skin tints. This Super Goop Daily SPF tint. This is shade 40W. I feel like this may be questionable. I haven't even used this one yet. It expires, oh, it expired already. So this expired in December. And it's thicker, and with the expiration, it's really the SPF that expired. Keep that in the maybe. I have to think about that one for real. The Dior foundation, it's separated. I love Dior foundations. They've reformulated 2 times now, but they reformulated to remove, I believe, talc from the formulation. I couldn't even get the foundation out the pump. You know what? I think we can let the Dior go. I do love my Dior, and if I ever come back, I know Dior is gonna have a great foundation for me. But I feel like both the Dior, I haven't been using them, so I feel like I can get rid of the Dior. All right, so the 2 Diors, where's the other one? I got them at the same time, and I feel like I can let those go. Okay. The Urban Decay. All right, so these are the face bonds. I have shade 25. Let's see what this guy looks like. 25 is a great shade match, and I think this is 24. Yeah. Ooh. Girl, are you saying you want to go? So the neutral and then the cool olive. All right, I feel like we should keep the cool olive and let the neutral go. It's not a great shade match, and I want easy foundations that are just great shade matches that I can just one and done. So we're gonna keep the Urban Decay. I really love the face bond, so keeping that. The foundation that is just tried and true, really beautiful, is the Always On from Smashbox. But that shade match is kind of questionable. What shade is this? 30, and I love it, but I'm gonna let it go. I think it's past its prime right now. It's just not swatching well, and it's kind of thicker, and I don't like the feel of that thickness. So it's a great foundation, and I love it so much, but I'm gonna let it go. I didn't expect that one. All right, the CoverGirl Clean Fresh Skin Tint. Ooh, that's separated a bit. I'm gonna let this go. I love it, but I can let it go because I have other skin tints now that are working for me. So let's let that one go and make space for other things. All right, my Fenty. They recently sent me a new shade 16. I got to choose my shade. So I have 16 and 17. This is brand new. So I think I should keep the 16 and get rid of the 17 that's older. Yeah, because even the shade match. So I'm going to get rid of 17, keep 16. Okay. Definitely love that foundation. So it's good to have a new one in the arsenal. All right. I feel like I'm doing good, guys. What do you guys think? Oh, my God. All right. Which ones am I questioning? Oh, the Chanel one, the Sublimage. I didn't want to automatically add this to the keep pile. Oh, my God. That's messy. Let's clean her up. Don't embarrass me on camera. So this guy, she's in the maybe because she's expensive, okay? Let's see what the shade is looking like. It's a beautiful finish foundation too. Shade match is beautiful. Let's do a sniff test. All right, she is good. We're gonna keep her. She's gonna be my expensive foundation. This is like that luxury outfit that you take out for special occasions, but I want to get more use out of it. So we're gonna get a little bit of our money's worth. We'll never get our full money's worth, but we're gonna put her over there. The Lawless, which I really love, and the Fenty. Let's see, let's shake them up. They're both separating, so we're gonna have to sniff test them. Oh, let's do Fenty. Fenty, this new foundation is the Soft Lit, and I have shade 385. That's a good shade match too. And I did love the finish of this, and I feel like, yeah, let's keep this one. It's newer as well. I just haven't used it on camera, so we're gonna keep that one. Kind of similar to the Makeup by Mario. Let me shake up my Makeup by Mario. She's looking questionable, but I know she's newer. And then the Lawless, forget the filler. I don't hear a lot of people talk about this one. The shade I have in this is 16T, and this one is a great foundation. It is more of a full coverage, and I think this is going to be one of my full coverage foundations. Special occasion, it's smoothing, it looks beautiful on the skin. Let's keep that one. And then we have the About Face, and I do like the About Face formulation. I'm gonna come back to that. Let's talk the Estee Lauder Double Wear Maximum Cover. This is like a concealer foundation in one. If you want full-on coverage, this is it. Let me do a little cleaning. I'm gonna keep this one because it's a great foundation to have where you really want to be flawless. It's a great coverage if you have some real severe hyperpigmentation, so I can use it on the body as well. And it like sticks in place. The shade I have is 5W2 Rich Caramel. I'm gonna keep her as a full coverage option. All right, now let's look at the Best Skin Days Iris and Romeo. This is Dewy Coverage Broad Spectrum. So this is a tinted SPF, like I said. So I have the Super Goop and I have this one. Now this I tried out recently, and I just don't love the texture of it. So I'm gonna, as much as I hate to do it, I'm gonna get rid of it. But I'm gonna keep then the Super Goop. So we'll keep the Super Goop, get rid of the Iris and Romeo. Like, I feel good about what I'm doing here. Look at me go. All right, let's talk about the About Face. We have two different shades. If none of these shades match me perfectly, I'm gonna get rid of both. I am not going to be mixing shades. I refuse to. So this shade is MD2 Olive, and it's a decent enough shade match. And then this one is deeper. It is a D1 Olive. Neither are great shade matches. We have enough foundations that work for us right out the gate. We're gonna get rid of that. I do love the foundation. It's a nice foundation. But like I said, I'm trying to be cutthroat. If something doesn't match me perfectly, and I have to work at getting the shade right or correcting it, getting rid of it. So we did good so far, I think, right? Let's look at this maybe pile. The first one I want to try out is the Surat. Now, Surat is one of those higher end foundations that I've heard great things about. And it's a good little skin tint. The shade I have is 13. You see how it comes off light? I hate the packaging, but like everybody seems to love it. So you know what? I'm gonna keep it because it just applies really beautifully and it feels nice. So we're gonna keep it for now. It's still a maybe though, because I might get rid of it later on. The Patrick Ta, this is 20 Golden. This is a newer foundation too, but I feel like I don't love it. Let me see. Oh, okay, I take that back. That's a great shade match. That's the Major Skin Hydrolux Luminous Skin Perfecting Foundation. All right, my expectations were low, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm going to keep this because it's very thin. It feels nice. I'm going to keep it. The Valentino Very Valentino has sunscreen in it. Does it have an expiration date? Let me see. Expires 2023. So I've had this way too long. I'm just going to automatically get rid of that. All right, anything else with SPF we can automatically get rid of. The Amico Lay, I'm going to get rid of this as well. Let's see, the Gucci. Oh my God. Let's see the two. I feel like I can get rid of the, you know what? I'm keeping all the other foundations. I'm going to get rid of the Gucci. I'm not even going to think about it. Not even going to think about it. Let's see these. The One Size Turn Up the Base. This is newer, right? We're going to get rid of the NYX Blur. We're going to get rid of that. Oh, look at me go. Look at me go. We're going to get rid of the Smashbox Halo 2. I just don't want this. I have enough tinted moisturizers and things, so I'm going to get rid of that. What else do we want to think about? The other YSL, this is an all hours. The YSL All Hours foundation. This has SPF in it too, so let's check the expiration. Expired 24, so I've had this foundation too long. We're gonna get rid of it. Ooh, maybe more foundations need to have SPF so I can just look at them and know how long I've had them. The Ultra Le Tint from Chanel. Think about it. The Guerlain, think about it. Easy Blur from Huda. I didn't love this. I mean, it's a decent foundation. Let's see. Decent. Okay, shade match off. We're getting rid of it. Cutthroat, I told you, like, if there's anything at all wrong with the foundation, let's just get rid of it. Let's not think too much about it. Let's just get rid of it. Like, stop holding on. I swear to God. All right. This Veil from Hourglass. This is shade 13. This is their skin tint. And like I said, I love a skin tint these days. So let me see if this is worth keeping around. I did like it when I used it before. Ooh. Seems like it's separating a bit. We're going to get rid of this. We have enough skin tints. Get rid of that. Oh, look at me go. Oh my God. I am so proud of myself, guys. You don't even understand. You know what? The Makeup Forever HD Skin, I really hate this foundation. The formulation that this one has, I think they've reformulated. This is 4Y6. I'm going to get rid of it. I'm not even going to think about it. Let's see, the Best Skin Ever. I didn't like the new formulation. And this old one, I feel like, oh God, I feel like it's too old and too expired. I'm going to get rid of it. Not even thinking about it. Look at me. Aren't you guys proud? I am so proud of myself. I'm getting rid of more than I'm keeping. All right. Here's where we need to really take a gander. The Studio Fix from MAC. This is newer. But, like, I don't know. Yeah, I don't. Ooh, no. That match, I don't like it. This is NC44. Getting rid of that. And honestly, I've kept that around for a while, even though I really didn't love it, because I'm like, no, keep it around. Give it a chance. You never know. You might like it. No, let's get rid of it. So, booting that one. All right, what else do we have? The Makeup Forever. This is the skin tint. I did like this one, the Super Boost. I didn't mind it, you know. All right, we're going to keep the Super Boost. It's newer, and I didn't mind it at all. All right, the ones that are definitely on the chopping block. The Guerlain. I feel like we're going to get rid of this. It's a pretty foundation, but the shade match, yeah, look at that. It's too light. We're going to get rid of it. Not even going to blend that out. The Givenchy. Ooh, I think I do like this foundation, but let's see what the shade match is talking about. It's too dark. Not keeping it. I'm not thinking about it too much. Don't let me think about things, guys. If I think about it, I'm going to keep it. So let's not think about it. The Chanel. This one is B80, which is actually my shade match. Oh, from Chanel. And this one is what? Yeah, that's separating. Nope. Getting rid of it. Oh my God, I feel so proud of myself. Then we have the one size turn up the base. And what I'm thinking in my head while I'm doing this is, will I miss this foundation if I get rid of it, right? So is it something that's always in my mind, like this foundation is so great, I need to keep it? No, then get rid of it, because I haven't even thought about the Givenchy ever. So let's get rid of it. One size turn up the base. All right. This one was a little questionable because it's very thick, and yeah, we're gonna get rid of it. The Juvia's Place I Am Magic Radiance Foundation. I don't know, like it might be okay, but let's see. Juvia's Place has some stuff going on sometimes, you know. I do not mind that foundation at all. Let's take a sniff. Oh, it's one of the sweet foundations. It smells strong. There's something telling me to keep it, so I'm gonna keep it. All right, I'm gonna keep the Juvia's Place, because sometimes, you know, you want a little Juvia's in the moment. So Juvia's, all right. We're gonna support Juvia's Place. Keep her. Oh God, this one. So this is the CoverGirl Simply Ageless Skin Perfector Essence with Bakuchiol. I have the shade 6010. This is one of those foundations that went viral and people are like, oh my God, is it as good as the Chanel that it's meant to dupe? And this is gross. This is so gross. I'm not keeping it. It's nasty. I'm not even trying to figure it out. I'm not keeping it for a review because the review is never going to happen. So, look at my piles, guys. Ooh, that's the keep and that's the get rid of. Now, let's look at these newer foundations. The one from Chantecaille in Mahogany, this is the Just Skin. We can take it out the box now. This is the Tinted Moisturizer. Mahogany seemed to be my shade, and she is. So we're gonna keep her and get rid of the box. Should we get rid of the, yeah, I'm just gonna get rid of the box. And then we have a Morphe foundation, Light Form, Polite Society, another Makeup Forever, Laura Mercier, a Revlon, Too Faced, and tinted, Live Tinted, Hugard. I'm gonna keep the Live Tinted, but I'm gonna keep it in the box. Let's see when it expires. Oh my God, this expired already? What? Stop it. Shade 05. What do you mean expired already? That's crazy. Oh my God. Let me see something here. Let's smell it. But let's swatch it. That's the critical part, is to swatch it. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to keep it, you know. I'm going to keep it for now, but I may need to get a new shade. So I'm going to keep it in the box. The Sandalwood, Ginger Root, Illumina. Oh God, this is a serum tint from Revlon. What's Revlon going on with? Y'all heard from Revlon? What are they up to? This, oh, that is too dark. Getting rid of that right away. No. No. And I opened it before, so it's not like I can pass it on. So getting rid of that. All right, the Morphe. What do we think about Morphe, guys? You see them making a little comeback. I think the new management is doing a much better job with marketing and with the products that they're launching. I think they've been doing a much better. Oh, that shade? No, ma'am. No. That shade is way too light. We're gonna get rid of that. Thank you so much. Come again. Then we have the Makeup Forever. This is the Hydra Glow. The HD Skin Hydra Glow. You know what? I just don't love the Makeup Forever formulations. I don't know what they're doing, but I haven't been loving whatever it is they're doing with their complexion products. You know what? That's actually not bad. That's not bad. I am going to pass this on because I do have family that will take this that matches me. So I'll hold on to that to pass it on. The Polite Society Foundation. Ooh, this looks like it may be too dark. Let's see. Ah, yeah, that shade match is garbage. We're gonna get rid of that. And then we're down to the last two. So we have the Born This Way Soft Matte Oil Control Foundation. Let's see. Ooh. Shade match, garbage. Getting rid of it. Thank you so much. And then Laura Mercier Real Flawless Weightless Perfecting Foundation. I feel like this may be a mess of a shade match. So this is 4C1 Praline. Yeah, that's nice, but the shade match is garbage, so we're gonna get rid of that. So that's what we have there, and I think the easiest thing to do is to count the ones we're keeping, and that will tell us how many we're getting rid of. So let's do the count. You guys, are you as surprised as I am? Let me tell you right now, I did not expect to get rid of more than half of my collection. I knew I was going to be cutthroat, and I knew that I was really going to be hard on myself, but I did not expect to get rid of over half of my collection. Guys, we only have 21 foundations left, and really and truly, it's not 21 because 2 of them I'm passing on. I know, so really we're under the 20 mark, and I feel like that's a good number. And my aim is not to add to the collection. I don't want to go over 20. So after I pass on these 2, my intent is to use up what I have, right? And get through a few of these foundations before I even consider picking up a new one. And the newest ones that I picked up in my collection in recent hauls are new loves of mine, so I know I'm gonna get tons of use out of them, because I'm leaning more towards skin tint products and lightweight foundations, serum type foundations. I don't mind a satin or a natural matte finish. I'm not into dewy at all, and these formulations on the market now are more my style. They're very natural, very lightweight, easy to wear. So that's what I'm sticking to, and fingers crossed I'm able to hold myself to it. But I am so proud of myself. You guys have to give me a pat on the back, like applaud me or something, because I feel like I did such a good job. I am so proud of myself. You guys don't even understand how excited I am. Now I can look over on my shelf where my foundations live, and there's so much less there, and I am so happy about it because now I can move some of my primers over there. I'm just really excited, and I hope you guys enjoyed this declutter with me. Again, it was impromptu, spontaneous, spur of the moment, spring cleaning. I don't think I'm gonna do any other declutters right now because I got rid of quite a few things last year, but this just needed to happen for the foundation. So give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video, leave me a comment down below, and until my next video, which will be very soon, I'll talk to you. Bye guys.